Welcome to Grow Overload, and this is one that we kind of talked about a little bit if you went through the Tony Tech Topics episode of this weekend of EA being acquired for 55 billion. Now, over the weekend we kind of saw it was going to be 50 billion and now it's 55, but since the announcement, EA has came out with an announcement overall and talked or have an agreement of to be acquired by PIF and Silver Lake and Affinity Partners. So there's actually quite a few consortiums. Man, that's not a pronunciation I'm getting today, but a consortium of partners. There, that's better. To have that value get up to 55 billion. Now, what's interesting about this? Remember, many years ago when EA was rated one of the worst companies out there. um, yeah, I hope that they, with the consortium and everything, they get really good and start delivering some really awesome games. I think that they have, ability to, right? They can put the effort in. They have some really good IP that they can put out there and really take off if this all works out right. Now, I think gaming in general has been a huge area of investment for many different companies. I think other companies or investment firms, or, private firms like this want to take advantage of some of that. So you look at what Microsoft did, you look at what Sony's doing of buying up studios, and you start seeing, I mean, Nintendo is basically a studio that then sells some gaming consoles, right? And you see all these things where these companies, these big companies, are trying to break into gaming. What Amazon also has a gaming division. Google had something that, well, we all know what happened there. But all these companies want to have a part of this pie, and there's a lot of money in it, a lot of money. And so, you look at some of the movie industry versus the gaming industry, and you start seeing how big this is. Now, I was reading through their press release of this, and they want to, there's, in there of how much they're, of the 100% they're buying, what the cash is, and all this other stuff, which, I'm interested in, but I'm not going to really focus on that for this video because, granted, if it's approved, it's going to be sold, right? Now, you take a look at this, and I'm going to take a different approach than I took with the Microsoft buying, what was it? Blizzard, Activision Blizzard King. There we go. Because, with Microsoft, there's a whole consolidation in there. This is going private. Now, I do think that there is an opportunity here where private investment may allow, or I hope, this is my thinking on this, is that it's going to allow for a longer term return on their investment. And hopefully what they're going to do is say, we're going to go through and we want more effort in development of getting not only new IP, but making sure that we're investing in technologies and development of those technologies so that we can have better games to kind of have more people jump into the market. It's interesting this is happening after a very successful launch from my side of Battlefield 6 for EA. So while EA has like Battlefield 6 here, they also have Need for Speed, Apex Legends, The Sims, Madden NFL. They have the EA Sports FC, which is, what used to be FIFA, F1, Dragon Age, Plants vs. Zombies. You start seeing where they could be able to put more effort into there and maybe even expand it out. This could be a very valuable thing for this investment firm. They have about a revenue of $7.5 billion a year. That was last year's or the 2025 fiscal year, right? And so you start running calculations how many years that's going to be, right? And maybe you get this, grow this up to be about $10 billion a year business overall, but in revenue. And I'm hoping that I'm guessing the private investment is looking for higher numbers than that as well. But you could easily come out with some, games. You see how they were able to turn around Battlefield here and really put a focus on what it was before. I still have not picked up that game. maybe I should here. I, I need some time to actually get some game testing done. But I like to see the direction here of what could be. Maybe they are all of a sudden going to have that infusion that they need to be able to compete, take care of their customers and be the company that I think gamers want them to be. While they do sell a lot, I think a lot of gamers want them to be able to bring out new content, bring in, more, content that we want to play and really show off so that we can have something that we all want to play and, invest into. Gamers want to really they want to play games, right? They don't want to be, oh, this company is ripping me off here. They put something to prevent me to play the game. DRM is just broken all over the place, right? The game doesn't work right. No, they want to play games. We want to, when we buy a game, we want to enjoy it and have an enjoyable time, and then look for another IP or whatever else whatever's going to do next generation of the game, new IP or something to be able to play, so that we are, entertained, right? It's a form of entertainment, and I think, EA being able to put in that effort has an opportunity here. I mean, they've made progress since some of their disasters that they've had done in the past. I mean, even being voted one of the worst companies out there multiple years in a row, right? So I remember those articles, and I mean, myself, I've prevented some of myself going on, really supporting and buying EA games because of things that they've done in the past. And I'm hoping that this kind of lets them reset, put some effort out there. I think that this is a good opportunity for them, and I'm hoping that they do right by gamers, because I I think what happens is that when you do right by gamers, it seems to be those times you have the biggest growth and biggest return, because gamers are enjoying what you're delivering to them, and they realize that you actually are trying to, make the game industry a better place, deliver better games, and take care of the gamer along the way, which I think is very important. Hopefully, we'll see with all the microtransactions. Maybe they go microtransaction crazy and cause issues there, and then people don't want to go in the games. But I'm staying positive here. I really hope that they do what is best for the gamer and not what is most desired by the profit in their pockets. So we'll see where this goes through. We'll see the direction that they take. But it's something I just want to talk about, because for me, I would like to see this, especially game studios and stuff, go through and continue to create games, especially because I consider them artwork, I consider investments, in, culture, where I can go back and play years down the road. Now, we probably need, stop destroying games, stuff that's out there to take effect. But I really enjoy playing back an old game that I enjoyed in years past, and going through and growing up, going through the industry and playing games there. That's been released. I really like doing that. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that do as well. I know a lot of people that play games, they like going back to the old stuff. And if EA can create some of those games that are nostalgic that we go back to, and they support them, it could be very valuable, especially for the investment firm, because then you have something that you can always go back to, and a lineage of products that people and gamers really want to see. So with that, let me know what your thoughts are on this. What do you want to see out of this acquisition? What do you want to see the investment firm kind of put forth? I mean, this is probably going to close sometime next year. I'd say around mid-year next year is probably be able to be closed, and then that'll be taken off the stock market, because it's going private. Right now it's a public company, and so, or stock exchange, I should say. But this is, one of those things that, what do you want to see out of this if the deal gets completed, or do you not want the deal to be completed? You still want to be in a public company? Leave that in the comments below, and I'll be sure to read those as well. I want to thank you so much for supporting and subscribing to Gray Overload and helping this channel grow. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, watch another one of our videos. that really does help with the channel. Until next time, God bless.